Hello and welcome to the program. This is Politics Today on Channels Television. This is what we'll be focusing on the program today. Controversies trail the outcome of the Abia North senatorial rerun election as PPA insists the exercise is inconclusive while the PDP is declared winner. We take a look at the perspectives to the exercise where less than 200 votes separates the top two contenders. That's a focus on the program. Thank you for joining, everyone. I'm Seun Joaquin Baloye. Well, let's begin with some of the top political stories that we're following on the program. Well, we'll begin in Oyo State, where the governor, Abiola Ajimobi, has announced the date for the local council elections. The governor said the grassroots elections will hold in the month of July. It was at the same event where he sworn in transition committee chairman for all the 33 local government council areas of the state. Governor Ajimobi says the transition chairman will stay in office for just 4 months, after which there will be an election. Details of the political roundup now. All right, we'll be bringing you some of the latest of the top political stories that we are following on the program. Let's go to the issue of the day. The Abia North senatorial rerun election gets us talking on the program, which the top two contenders in the race emerging with the following figures. Mr. Mao Habua of the PDP tops with 26,009 votes, while the PPA candidate Orji Uzo Kalu polling 25,814 votes. Between the two men are just about 190 votes. Well, on the day the election ended, the returning officer, Mr. Onwakojike Nduka, said the election was inconclusive. And this is what he said.
Given a total of 62,352 votes, registered voters, that either by violence they are not allowed to vote, or they voted beyond what we expect them to vote. To give all of them fair ground, we need to consider their fate, because according to the provisions, the difference between the first and second position as of today is far less than those their fate were not decided. 62,352 did not belong to anywhere. Then the difference between the two, 195,000, by 195 voters, showing that the result, the election is inconclusive, according to the law.
But later on, the same man, Mr. Nduka, returned to the same venue where he announced that the election, which he first of all declared inconclusive earlier, and this is what he said about it.
On what is available, I earlier announced this result inconclusive, based on that the margin between the best student and the maximum, the candidate has got maximum votes, and the second fall short of the voter vote council. Inconclusive in that there should be a result. However, the directive from my neck said that in a rerun election like this one, that the simple majority goes irrespective of any other, irrespective of any other condition. As directed by my employer, April President Electoral Commissioner, that the simple majority rules are hereby declared more Ohabunwa of PDP, having satisfied all requirements of the law and scored the highest number of votes, hereby declared winner of Abia North senatorial seat and is returned elected.
That's Mr. Unduka, the returning officer in the Abia North Senatorial District rerun election. But now, with what we've seen now on the ground, there seems to be a lot of controversies being generated by this matter, the issue of inconclusiveness and the issue of the fact that the PPA are saying what happened earlier that man, the returning officer, announced should stand. Let's give you more details into the figures of the election. The number of registered voters in the election is 311,369 voters, while the total number of accredited voters is 71,598, and the valid votes in the election is 66,636, while 1,866 votes rejected, with 68,502 votes cast, and the total percentage of voter turnout was 22%. Well, let's get the perspectives of the political parties now. Joining us via Skype is the chieftain of the PDP, Mr. Gabriel Igboko. He joins us live from Umuahia, the capital of Abia State. Thank you so much for joining us on the program. The early announcement made by the returning officer is generating some controversy here, and some people are saying with the number of votes between the top two contenders, your principal and the candidate of the PDP, the election, the PPA is saying, stands inconclusive.
Thank you very much. Well, what the PPA says cannot be what the law is. The law is the law. Electoral Act stipulates what needs to be done, and it's very
we're having some network issues with connecting with him, but of course we will get to connect with him at some point. But we'll take a moment now, and when we return, we'll dig more into the issues of Abia rerun election, precisely the Abia North Senatorial rerun election and the controversies generated. Stay with us, we'll be right back.